It just keeps getting better. Good morning. End of 2020. And I've got Gene in hiatus here. I've got him down in the bottom of the screen. Don't know how long I'm going to keep him there. Not long. But I will bring him on in just a moment. Let me hide this here, bring myself in. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ian Cordle. I am the dentologist, in case you did not know. And I want to kind of welcome you just a little bit, kind of welcome you to my show and let you know that it's cold. It's cold where I'm at. It's 33 degrees where I woke up today. But all right. I know you guys are already chomping at the bit. We've got, close to 17 people in here already, and they all want to talk to Gene in just a moment. So let me go ahead and tell you who Gene is to me. Gene Fetty is, and I know he doesn't even know this, so I'm going to bring him in after I say this here. Gene Fetty is the one person that after all the years that I did paintless dent repair, he opened my mind to not be a stingy. And what I mean by that is not be someone that, not be somebody that is holding back or doesn't open themselves up to being nice to other people or giving information to other people. I tell you, for the longest time, I was very secretive. This is how we were brought up in this, in this trade, was to keep to your own, man, and say what you got and covet it. But Gene definitely showed me that you can be nice and you can go out of your way to do things and explain things and show things to the guys that are coming up in this industry. And it's not going to affect you. It's actually going to do you positive. So I know he doesn't know that. And I just wanted to say that here. This show is brought to you here today by PDR Interviews Live on the Facebook page. Our sponsors are Mobile Tech Shade, Rain or Shine, Simply the Best. Rain or shade. It is still early in the morning, dude. I'm telling you what, I'm just fumbling all over my words here. Rain or shade, rain or shade. So no, it's rain or shine. Simply the Best. And then we've got Dent Man Tools, another sponsor of ours. So I'm going to go and bring Gene in because that's who everybody wants to talk to. They're like, dude, you're full of hot air. I don't want to hear you no more. We're going to bring Gene in. Good morning.
There we go. Good morning, Ian. How are you?
I'm doing good. Did you hear me when I first started out?
I did hear. I did hear you. That warms my heart. Like that's. I love to give back, and the fact that giving helps other people give is like it's just a win-win-win. And man, that's awesome.
I'll tell you, it opened my eyes. When we had first really started to get to know each other, right there, I believe it was the PDR college. Quite a few years ago, what, 6 years ago, something like that,
Yeah.
And
yep.
Gene comes in, not only is he a speaker, but he's offering up all these things to make us better, videos, being able to source the videos, had a person edit it for us so we could build up our YouTube pages and man, I can't tell you, the strides, the leaps and bounds that I grew as a technician, as a business owner doing paintless dent repair. It really opened up a lot of avenues. And I just wanted to, I'm just so excited to have you here, man. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for opening my eyes and helping me out with my business. Because anybody that helps me out to make more money is definitely a friend of mine.
That's the name of the game, man. When we all help each other, we all win, right? Like it's the problem with PDR is not that there's too many people in the business; it's that enough people don't know that PDR exists. So yeah, the more we can do to get that.
Can you imagine what it's going to be like when everyone really knows that it exists? Because it's getting there. It's getting there quick. It's like hyperspeed. But what do you think it's going to be like in the future? What do you see in the future for paintless dent repair when it's a chance to everybody knows about it, like auto body?
So I think that to think about what that would look like, just go walk into any body shop, in your town and look at the cars that are getting fixed there that we could fix, that we don't even get the opportunity to fix. Right. When the landscape changes and we are first of mind for damage,
right?
Dude, like the shop owners are going to kill it. The guys who can do big smash repair are going to kill it. I think that there's still tons of exciting action to be had with paintless dent repair.
We're just scratching the surface, my brother, just scratching the surface, and I'm going to get back on the subject, but I was last night, I'm making this video. I'm late, it's late at night. Cause I'm like, I got to make, this is Gene, man, this is Gene Fetty. I got to make sure this thing is tight. So I'm thinking about it and everything. And I'm going, I had an incident yesterday and I have to admit, I wanted to see if you'd ever had an incident like this. Cause it usually happens to technicians that get to work on incredible cars, which I'm so blessed to do so. But I'll get to the story here. So it was a Audi R8. Customer shows up and he calls me. He was referred from a body shop that's like literally the only shop around that's able to work on these kind of cars. That's one of their preferred body shops. So he calls him up and he goes, "Hey, I want to I got a dent in my fully laminated, from head to toe, black with carbon fiber R8." So I get a phone call and, dude, I don't know about you, man, but when I get these calls, it's like, "Yes, sir. No, sir. Get on over here now. I can do it now." And I'm shoving people out of my shop. Everything drops for these people. So he gets here, takes him about an hour and a half on a 2-hour drive, go figure. And he pulls up and he's got a nice knot in that aluminum door. And he asked me right off the bat, you could tell, dude, this guy doesn't just like his car. He loves his car. And have you worked on a Series 2? Have you ever, and it's like, here's some of the pictures I put on the video in my shop. And, as I'm starting to dive into this thing and I'm looking at the dent and I'm going, only way that I'm comfortable working on this hugely expensive car is to take that little freaking marker lens out of the jam, because that is in my head. Dude, I'm stuck on it. There's no other way to get this dent out. I'm not taking the freaking door panel.
Right.
I'm not doing anything else to this thing. I'm going through this little marker lens. So I tape up around it and I do this. There's a point to my story here. I tape up around it and I get it all ready to go. And it's like the top pulls out, but the bottom's stuck. And it's like, dude, I know I'm not having any other way. So in the back of your head, you're like, what if you break it? It can't cost that much, And yes, it's not bad. It's not good because the guy's sitting like 10 feet from me over here. And it's like, he'll hear the crack. He'll hear the break. If I break it, what do I do? And it's like, I've already spent 30 minutes trying to figure out this little lens. But here's the whole point of my story. This situation that I'm in, I know I can get to this dent and make it perfect. It's covered with laminate. It's got a sharp dig. It's on aluminum. I'm not prying off the window on this thing and the regulators and everything. I'm just not doing it. I'm not taking off his door panel and having, I'd be sweating and everything else, because the guy's sitting right there watching me. So it's like, dude, here we go. Snap, what's that? What is that? And it's like, dude, no problem. I've got the port. I do this and that. I'm this guy. So I make a phone call and they're like, dude, we can't get it. And it's like, all right, man. Well, I'll talk to you later. Thank you very much. I'm trying to be as cool and calm and collected. So in the meantime, as I'm on the phone, I'm pushing on the Dent. The moral of the story is this. Have you had these situations, or is it just me, dude? Am I just crazy? You have these situations where, dude, this is what you're working on. Customers right there. You make an educated choice and you're just like, dude, this guy's not driving out here with his Dent. I'm going to make this thing flawless. I'm going to show him what I'm capable of. But the only way to do it is to take a chance. And if that chance happens, dude, I'm rolling the dice. Have you had those situations before?
So I've certainly had the back end of that situation where, so it was a Toyota Avalon with hail damage, and our R&I guy, we were replacing the bolt moldings, right? Because it's just a Toyota Avalon. And we call I'm like, where's the belt molding? Call the Toyota guy. That's on national back order. We have no idea when it's coming. Oh, okay. Where's the belt molding at? Oh, we threw that away.
Oh, man.
Oh, great.
Oh,
so
man.
we had a car sit in the shop. Thank God it was only for like 2 weeks. But we had a car sit for 2 weeks because the freaking belt molding was on national back order and we threw the belt molding away.
Right.
Like, who would have known? So I've certainly had that back end of that happen. Like,
I've just I made a choice.
Man.
I made a choice and it was like, I'm going to get this Dent out. And this job is unique. It has been for me where I've been up against the wall with so many of these situations where it's like, I want to work on cars like this. I know I can get this Dent out. I'm not letting this guy leave here. Even if I don't make a darn dime on this thing, the Dent's coming out. I'm making sure, even if the piece that I just broke is going to be more money than what the Dent is. And, I don't know. I don't know if I'm unique in that way, that's just how I think, it's like, dude, I will recreate something or put tape on this guy's $500,000 car, just to take the Dent out of it, right?
Right.
But, this job does create unique experiences more so than, I can't really compare, but more so than I think other jobs or other trades do because of the type of cars and because of the situations. A lot of time people are rushing or, this is the car, this is their baby, Do you see that's kind of the same incident with you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our customers, like our real customers like this guy, like you said, they love their car. It's not just a car to them. And yeah, like you get nervous, like pulling a hood pad clip down on some of those cars. They're just going to back together?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're going to go back together. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. We'll be okay. And if not, we'll get you new clips. They make them every day. Yeah. No, you are definitely not alone. And I think that the like, man, I'm going to fix this Dent no matter what. I think that tenacity is what drives the best techs. Like
I agree.
Man, I'm fixing this thing and we're not going home until it's done. That's what
that fourth quarter. It's that fourth quarter mentality.
A great technician.
No, coach, I'm bringing it home. Right. I'm bringing it home, coach. I'm gonna get us there. Yeah, I love that, man. I love that whole mentality. So, dude, hey, your family, just what a beautiful family, man. Congratulations, your wife, and you have two young adults. Actually, as we get older, it has been hard for me to adjust. I know it's hard for my wife to adjust to that, but how old are your kids? You have a boy and a girl?
Yeah. So my girl's 16, just learning how to drive. Like I have no idea how that happened. And my son is 14, going on 40.
Right. Learning how to drive. Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That's great. What are their names?
To have such a great family. So my daughter's Elena and my son is Mac, like the truck.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I see you like to fish and you like to go boating and dude, that's awesome. I mean, just taking your pictures in like I do every week and I make these videos and stuff. I'm not jealous, but it's like, I think I might just go get a boat. I might just go get a boat and I'm going to start going out. I swear to God, I'm stupid like that, but man, you look like you have a ton of fun. You love your family loves you. And that's what it's all about, man, especially in times like this. Speaking of, dude, what do you see for 2021?
Man, hopefully we're rounding the bend on the lockdowns. You guys are really locked down out there, but I really feel like Pennsylvania is sort of like nipping at your heels on shutdowns and keeping things locked up. I really hope that we get to return to normal. I refuse for there to be a new normal. I want to get back to normal and resume life. Right. So all I can do is hope that that's the direction we head, and just count my blessings and thank God that we had such a great 2020. You know, when
I agree,
so many people had a bad year, we had a spectacular year. So that's and through that we helped a lot of people have a spectacular year. So it's I hope for continued blessings, but as a whole, I really hope that 21 brings a return to normal.
Well, I'll let the audience know here. Gene, this is my take of you, brother. He is the master of, whether it's pushing dents or helping other people, sourcing other avenues of let's just call it income. But I mean, dude, like off the fly, all of a sudden, Gene is always into helping people. And, it is worth, in my opinion, it's worth way more than if he was to say, hey, man, I'll only charge you this for this or whatever, just to have him as a source, just to do this. But, man, you and I both, I know I had a great year. There are a few people that I've been talking to in this business. I'm only talking about Paintless Dent Repair that, they didn't see it the same way. But do you think, because you kind of base your business a lot like mine, where we're not looking for the small dents. I mean, hey, they come in, we're going to do them. If they have one of those on the other side of the car of the main focus of what they're coming in for, we're going to upsell them. We're going to make some money on that, But I think that this new normal has created stay-at-home people, especially here in California, man. I mean, they are just locking themselves in a 10 by 10 and looking at their car through the window, as they are doing their Skypes and everything else. And I'm telling you, it's created to where, dude, the phone is unrelenting. It's just unrelenting, the amount of schedules. I could book it every hour on the hour. But I see that change, that now people are really, I can't even put a word to it, man. This whole thing, how it's changed the way people work, the way people live their lives, that it's benefited the paintless dent repair industry.
Yeah, it really has. So I remember back to the 08 crash, the real estate hit, and we ended up with more, we called them recession dents then. Like the small dents sort of dried up, and it's probably at a point in my career where it helped me get good at bigger dents and smashes. Right. It just turned into bigger, harder dents, and that helped carry us through the recession. Right. We did our recession dents. We call them winter dents sometimes, but yeah, it is. It's just part of how it goes. It also shows that how recession proof really our business can be.
Thank God.
Like it's
thank God.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
It was different with the recession though. When the dealerships were closing down, I had most of my avenue or most of my attention towards that, let's say more than 50%. And I remember saying to myself, I will never be in this situation again where it's not my choice, nor the fact that I can't work hard enough or something like that. When I can't do something or change it and all around me, my income is just going away. I'm going to make that change to make this sure that this doesn't happen again in the future. That was what I was saying. We got people here. Morning, Ian and Gene, two of my favorite guys. That right there is a great guy.
Oh, good morning.
We got Robert Castillo in the audience. Oh, you know what? Randy Hobson. I do want to say something about Randy. But what a great deal he did for Christmas. I mean, unbelievable, dude. All the different tool manufacturers he rounded up, the amount of tools that we were giving away and so forth. I mean, kudos to Randy. I just have to keep applauding that guy, but he's not feeling too good. So everybody keep him in your prayers. He thinks he has COVID. And he even had it that day, which is amazing enough. The guy will even work through that. But let's keep him in our prayers, man, and keep him on our mind. Maybe reach out to him and let him know what he means to you. And he needs to get well. He needs to get back to it. So, hey, do you have any special points, Gene?
Absolutely. Yeah, Randy's.
Rather than me talking the whole time, man, I'm just so excited you're here, dude. I get so giddy when Gene's on here, dude. If you were living nearby, dude, we'd be out on the boat together. But do you have any special points, man, that you want to bring up?
Oh man, I guess if I would just have a word of advice for 2020 and dealing with things is be the light, right? Don't shut down. Don't pull back. Just find it in yourself to continue to give, and be be what you need to be. You know what I mean? You put it out there, help people, find a way to help people. And it doesn't have to be maybe you're financially having a bad year, get out and find a way to give back, right? Donate some time, help somebody, mentor somebody in anything. It doesn't even matter. I guess that would be just the point that I would throw out there is continue to be the light no matter what. And guys like you and Randy and that have been that light in the industry here, right? With PDR interviews and the Dentologist Live and just putting good news out there all year. That's awesome, man. Just keep doing it. That would be. Yeah.
Thank you. And this is a word to all my future sponsors. No, I'm joking. Hey, I know that you're running, we've got 8 more minutes with Gene, Mean Joe Gene, Fetty, Gene Fetty, the first thing that comes to mind, dude, whenever I say your name or hear your name is I got the cannolis, it's the whole Italian, what background are you, buddy?
So I am a full-on mutt.
You're mutt.
You're a mutt.
I
will tell you that I love Italian. I am, yeah. I love Italian food. There's got to be some hidden in there somewhere. But really, I'm just a full-on mutt. All of Europe, I'm sure, at some point is in this DNA.
I love it, man. So where exactly are you from? Why don't you let everybody know what state and city you're out of and where your business is?
Sure. So my big town is Pittsburgh, PA. We live, I don't know, call it 20 miles south of Pittsburgh. Born, raised, will likely be here in one way or another forever. Hopefully once the kids are grown and everything, we'll catch a place down south at the beach so I can get another boat. But we're here. I've been doing PDR, went to training at Paintball in 2002. So we're 18 plus years in the business. My shop is 10 minutes from downtown Pittsburgh, right on the main east-west artery in between downtown and the airport that used to have all kinds of traffic on it before COVID. Now it's sort of a ghost town, but I make really good time coming to work.
I'm here in the Bay Area, man. And it went from, it's God, dude, I got to go 5 miles. It's 6. 6 miles, and it's now it's dude, you're 20, no problem, man. I'll be right over, it's quite a change, right, dude. It's quite a change. Now, dude, before I forget, because I'm horrible with this, we talked about your kids. We talked about your business. We talked about you, but your better half is, in my opinion, really honestly, she hasn't gotten any credit as of yet on the show. And I have to say something, please. Let's say something about your wife. Let them know what her name is, because, man, with a good woman, it takes a good woman to keep a good man in check, period.
So that is my best friend, my soulmate, my everything. And that's Melissa. We came up from nothing together and have built all of this together. I would not be where I am today without her support.
That's great, man.
Just an amazing woman, an incredible mom, an incredible wife, an incredible cook. Go check out my Facebook feed for that insane meal we just had at Christmas. And she's like a ride or die, all
That's
in.
Awesome, man.
we've been together for 20. I'm gonna get this wrong.
Dude, you're in the same boat as me.
24 years. We started dating in 97, so that'll be 24 years next month that we've been together.
Where's the time gone?
Unreal.
I mean, we don't look, you know, I mean, I look exactly the same as 30 years ago when I first met my wife. So, you know,
right.
But no, hey, you know, that's just it, man, is I wouldn't have any of this. I wouldn't have even close to it, man. I mean, I honestly, truly believe that without my wife. And although we don't get along all the time, we might not see eye to eye all the time. I love her dearly. And she has been a huge part and continues to be a gigantic chunk of what Dent Solution is, who I am, you know? So everybody knows me.
That's
they
awesome.
know my wife. And they know our dog Leo, because our dog Leo is always with my wife. So he will bite your hand off. No, I'm joking. He'll just lick you to death.
Nice.
But hey, you know, Gene, maybe let me see here. I've got 3 more minutes with you, and I'd like to end it kind of like this here. We've talked about the giving back to the industry. We've talked about a bunch of different stuff. The tools, the access to tools, the knowledge to use the tools. It has absolutely mushroomed this last, I'd say 2 years especially. And it's in full force, 6 speed moving forward. What would you say would be, I mean, there's so many of them for me, dude, I can go on for hours, but what would you say would be the one thing that you could single out and go, that right there has absolutely changed the game for the industry in the last 2 years?
So it's got to be the Mobile Tech Shake.
Hey, dude, no problem.
Right? No, in all seriousness, like I had to get that in there, and I do love my Mobile Tech Shakes. We got 3 or 4 of them over on the wall here at the shop. I love
you for it, buddy.
So this is going to come off, right? I do a lot of work with Kiko. So this may come off construed as like a paid endorsement or something stupid. Glue pulling has changed what we can do, how clean we can do it. Glue pulling with big tools, you know, like the K-beam and the Cam Auto collision glue and the large tabs. Dude, the stuff that we can fix that, like, in reality, it may have not even been repairable before. Even on the small stuff, like the dead center tabs.
Unbelievable,
right?
dude.
Like,
that has blown my mind. I remember, do you remember seeing those for the first time, even before we even saw them or used them, going, bull-loney. There's no way this is going to pull anything. I'm going to waste my money on this. And the first time you pull it, even if it destroyed that little tab, you're like, it's like, oh, you know, you couldn't believe watching this thing pull up the super sharp high. But yeah, I agree. I agree, man.
Yeah. Tool wise, it has to be glue pulling, and Kiko is a huge part of that. And not just because I work with Kiko, but because it truly is a system that lets us fix stuff we couldn't fix before. We just had a hail car in last week, working with my new guy, Dave. And he's like, dude, what would you have done with this rail 5 years ago? And I'm like, dude, 3 years ago, I would have kicked this rail. I wouldn't have even tried it. And now 45 minutes later, the problem area of the rail was done and the customer's thrilled to death, and we kept the car out of the body shop. Yeah. So I would say tool wise, it's that. And then the other biggest thing in the industry is the collaboration and learning to be a business and learning how to sell. Like that is, you know, those 2 things have changed my perspective on the business, reignited a fire in the business, and changed
created more income, created revenues and avenues of income where, you know, where we were mindset on, you know, got to get all these jobs in and everything. And there were small jobs, and then you're nitpicking and the other guys, you know, underbidding you and stuff too. I can fix this and nobody else can. I can do this job right here. And I've got, you know, the tools to do it, and the knowledge because of the time behind the tools, you know, and that's the thing, you know, just keep pushing. But I know you got to go. I've been trying to cover just a vast,
I've got a few minutes. I can do a few
Oh yes, dude, that's a bonus. That's a pro bono right there, my brother. So Let me
That's
take a
right.
deep breath here because, man, I've been trying to cover a bunch of different stuff with Gene on here because he is so full of information. I want to make sure that I give my audience, what they came here for. And that is great technicians, getting to know them, who they are, where they're about, what they're about, and what they stand for, and how much they have made the industry what it is here today. Here's another thing. We've talked about quite a few different topics, Gene. Do you see yourself retiring?
Yes. But in retiring, not hanging it up, retiring to the point of not having to work. That's the goal I'm shooting for is to be good. And my appointment just texted that he's running 15 minutes late. So I can do 15 more minutes for sure. So that's perfect.
He's watching the show. He's all,
the universe.
Go ahead. Right.
He's like, no, talk. We're good. Yeah. No, that's the universe saying, hey,
it is the universe, bro. I truly believe that. Like that Audi yesterday. I got to admit, dude, I'm calling up the port. I got big accounts I've had for, 28, 29 years, and they happen to be Volkswagen North America, Audi, Porsche, Bentley, and everything else. So I'm like, no problem. I'll go ahead and make a phone call and I'll get this thing on its way. And they're going, dude, we got to call Bob, and then Bob approves it. And then we got to go ask him, and we're not supposed to get you. And I'm like, okay, great. So the part's on its way, because the guy's sitting here, and it's like, okay, no problem. And I'm hanging up the phone going, shit, what am I going to do, man? This guy's a dude. But, you finally find somebody, you make it, you source it, you do what you have to do. What situations, and I know you've got a couple, it's probably hard to remember them, but what situations or situation have you gotten yourself into? I don't know if it's just me, and I'm trying to justify my own actions by asking somebody else if it happens to them, but what situation might you have been or put yourself into with PDR doing big dents? Because it's only with big dents to where it's like, dude, got this, I'm going to smoke this, no problem. And then you here you are, you're holding something, and it's like, you can either shine or just completely flop. Can you mention any of those moments? Do you remember any of them?
So you know what, it's probably several moments, right? I think if you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. And it happens on these bigger dents that come in, and you're like, oh no, dude, I got this. Yeah, we can fix it. And you get into the repair, and dude, like, you can't fix it for whatever reason. You missed something in there that is making it impossible. And I sort of pride myself on this, and have done it a handful of times to where it works. Gotten myself into the situation where it could be a $500 or $1,000 dent that, like, dude, I just can't get it. And we take it as far as we can, and wipe your hands and walk away with no bill to the customer. Like, that's dude, I gave you all I got, and I didn't charge you a dime. I truly think that having that mindset, like, I'm going all in, I'm going to give you everything I got, and I'll leave it all on the table. And dude, I just couldn't get it. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, that sucks.
See, when Gene says this, though, the customer is going, dude, I just scored, bro. The dent's gone. I don't see anything. What's he talking about?
Right. No, I'm not talking about this issue. I'm like, it's just not there. Like, walk away. But on the flip side, like, you just do what you got to do to make it right. We just bought a window for a BMW last week and got it retinted yesterday. Like, just a tool slipped and it scratched the glass. And it's like,
this is the point I'm trying to make. So I knew that one of these stories was going to come up because we all have had it. It's usually about, a window here or there, I mean, I'm not even going to mention because Murphy is in the mix. I'm not going to mention glass or windows or anything else because it's been a little bit. Just because I said just what I said, it's probably going to happen to me today. But, I had a situation here right at Thanksgiving where a friend of a friend calls me up. Come on, I need you to do this Sprinter van. And it's like, why didn't he contact me? I've been doing dents on it since he bought it. He's not going to have it done. It's this and that. I'll pay for it. Okay, so we get the thing in here. He doesn't know I even have it. It's late at night. Their Thanksgiving is the day after tomorrow. and I see, totally unrelated to what I quoted, totally unrelated, and I see a wave in the quarter panel. It's dark in my shop. It's late at night. So I go and grab the Lexo cold glue, put that sucker on the side, give it one big slide hammer. Bro, I pulled off a chunk of Bondo. It was like that thick, and about like, I swear to God, it was that big around, right on the biggest, longest quarter panel on the Sprinter van. And it's like, dear God, what have I done? You know, just if I would have taken 2 more minutes. So, man, you know, but you fix it, you get it handled. And no matter how much stress I put myself through a lot of stress on that one. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. You know, not only am I doing it for a bro, now I messed this thing up. Yeah, it's always when it happens, right? Jeez, man.
Right. Yeah, we painted a quarter panel on a car a couple years ago because we were just going to buff that scrap up for him real quick, and the paint was gone. I'm like, well, just take it to the body shop. We'll take care of it.
Then you pull up to the body shop, and they're like,
also take care.
So you need us, huh? You needed us, right? Yeah. You know, it's like, yes, you guys are the best. All right, you know, right.
Take care of your body shops, and they'll take care of you.
Yes, they do. That's exactly it. Take care of your body shops, man.
But,
they're in business just like you are, you know?
Yeah. We bought glass and trim panels and painted cars, and you're not, there's at least 2 of us that have been through this, Ian. So you're not alone, brother.
Man, I felt it was at one of those moments, dude, where all of a sudden there's like no sound, the birds stop chirping, you know, and you're like looking out, dude, and you're like, oh my dear God, what have I just done? You know, I just messed this thing up, you know, but it all works out. It worked out. We'll put it that way. And that's because I've got good relationships with friends, which reminds me, I've reached out to this guy who's a longtime buddy who did the job. And every time it gets to the subject, all of a sudden he stops texting. You know, it's like, no. I'm going to take care of this. I need to get a hold of him. I need to get a hold of him, see what we can do. But hey, Gene, thank you so much, man, for coming on. You know, you're such a great guy. It's really an honor, dude, to have you and call you my friend. And you know, we're just keep this train rolling, man. Keep this thing going here like it is, dude.
Likewise. Yep. And I'm looking forward to NTE, to seeing everybody, and you know, like whatever the event is, it is, and you know, we'll all get together and socialize somehow and have a good time.
Like plastic hats, and we're in our little cubicle, and you know what it's going to be like. I guess Florida's a little bit more lax than everywhere else.
Yeah, but we'll get down there and make it happen. So I'm certainly looking forward to seeing everybody down there. And man, it's off for 2021's a new year. Actually, you know, I heard a quote or saw a meme or whatever it was that was like, listen, you don't have to wait for a new year to make a change. Like every day is an opportunity to make a new change and start something different. Like just keep that in mind and go get it. Keep an eye out, like, you know, send me a friend request on Facebook, and as long as we get a bunch of people in common, I'll probably accept it. But I'm going to, after the first of the year, on the 2nd, actually, so it's a New Year's, I'm starting a new little routine for 30 days. So if anybody wants to step up to a little physical and mental challenge, keep an eye out on my Facebook page, me, Gene Fetty, not the Marketing Minute or anything. And we're also, it's been out there a little bit that we have a 20 group. Ian's in the 20 group. We are going to be starting a couple other 20 groups this coming year. So keep an eye out for that.
Super resourceful. So many people, as myself, have gained so much, you know, from this. And I got to admit, the uncomfortability, especially with a lot of the guys that are in, you know, surrounding areas, not that they're competition or anything like that, but again, it's that whole mindset, dude, that I'm really trying to break, bro. I have to be honest with you. You know, it's stubborn to me to even think like this, but you know, at first, you know, I'm like, he's in the group. He's in the group. Okay, well, I don't really know much about him, you know, and it's not that I had anything against him. It's not that I'm, you know, but it's that, you know, hey,
you just don't know.
You know, you're ironing some of your dirty laundry. And it's really helped me to open up and given me an avenue to do that, because everybody needs to.
Yeah, well, we're thrilled to death to have you in the group, and that group would not exist without Melissa. Like that is a Gene and Melissa collaboration in there for sure. But yeah, it's again, that sort of goes all the way back to the beginning of this show when you were talking about, like, by me sharing pulled you out of your cage and got used to start sharing, me going to different groups and having coaches and being in masterminds and airing my dirty laundry out in front of complete strangers at the time. Like, sort of, I was like, man, I have to bring this to the PDR space, and the group has really just been incredible, and the vision I have for it just continues to grow. So yeah, that's so keep an eye out for that. There's going to be some opportunities.
Well, hopefully I'll be a part of
groups,
how that grows, and would love to brainstorm with you for future, maybe bounce some ideas off for doing stuff for the next guys coming in, but everyone, Gene Fetty,
yes, 100%.
Gene Fetty, Repair Now.
Thank you, guys.
Just a great guy, making me look good. Appreciate you coming on to the show here today, buddy. I'm definitely going to be sourcing this on some key words on my website to make sure that I market the heck out of this, and profit from it. But anyways, no, I'm joking.
Awesome.
I wouldn't do that.
Good. Hey, listen, Mobile Tech Shade was.
I love it, man. Well, hey, thank you so much. Again, appreciate you being a friend and a business confidant like you are, man, and doing so much for the industry. You and your wife both. Appreciate the time and everything else. So
thank you so much, and thanks for everything you do and everything you guys give back. And thanks for having me on. And everybody have a great new year. And I can't wait to see you all at MTE.
And somebody's asking me real quick, where can we find the 20 groups? You don't find them; they find you. Okay? No, I'm joking.
Yeah. So send me a PM. It's sort of an invite only thing, and it's not open to everyone. So send me an invite, and we'll get on the phone and talk about it.
Great.
Or an PM, not an invite, whatever. Yeah, hit me on Messenger. Gene at dentrepairnow.com is my email. Yeah, hit me up.
Get your people to get a hold of my people, and then we'll get together.
That's right.
Gene, again, man, Happy New Year. Happy holidays.
Happy New Year.
And we're going to talk real soon. All right.
Sounds good, brother. Take care.
Gene Fetty, people. Gene Fetty. Wow. Having people like this on the show, interviewing guys, industry leaders of the show, that have given back so much, created different venues for success, is really what it's about. And I have to be honest, I just want to be a part of it. I want to be tied some way to that. And there's so many guys in the industry that are like that. It's definitely something to look up to and try to implement in your daily routine. How are you benefiting? Because in my walks of life in this business, it always benefits you moving forward. With that said, again, I'm Ian Cordle, the dentologist here on PDR Interviews, and our sponsors are Mobile Tech Shade, simply the best. Dent Man Tools, be a man, get Dent Man Tools. I crack myself up. Everyone, Happy New Year. 2021 is going to be all that and then some. I see it, I feel it, and I live it. So everyone have a wonderful day, and a few more days till the new year. Get ready. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.